Welcome back to Dawson Design Production Company. Today we are talking about why iPhones are so expensive. For this video, I'm mostly going to be talking about the Google Pixel, just as my example of an alternative to iPhone. So, I have 3 points. Let's go over them. Point 1, high demand means higher quantity has to be made. When a higher quantity of a device has to be made, parts are going to be in short supply. For example, this phone has OLED and it's cheaper. It's $100 cheaper than its iPhone equivalent, which is the iPhone SE 128 gig. So why is this phone able to have OLED and a full screen display but be cheaper? Because OLED screens are going to cost more and more the more you have to buy of them. So a lower quantity of OLED screens in your phones is going to mean that your phone can be cheaper. iPhones pretty much outsell every other phone every year. Secondly, I would like to talk about percent of revenue. Google makes 12% of their revenue from hardware in general, just all of their hardware. The rest is software. That's 88% of Google's revenue is software. 61% of their entire revenue is advert revenue. 22% of Apple's entire revenue comes from software. That's the rest of it. 78% is hardware. So 78% to 12%. Apple makes more money from their hardware than any of their software. And they don't make any money from advertisements. Where Google can afford to subsidize their phones with money they make elsewhere in the company, Apple can't do that. This phone could be being sold at a loss. Apple can't do that because they're not making enough money from their services, from their software, to subsidize the iPhone. Thirdly, I would like to talk about people buy iPhones. Like I said earlier, iPhones outsell Androids pretty much every year. So people are still buying them. Apple knows that the price they have set for iPhones works. In 2017, Apple came out with the iPhone X and it was $1,000, and that was insane to people. But in 2018, the sales of the 2017 iPhones was up 15% from the previous year. So when sales go up after doing that kind of price hike, they're not going to bring them back down. Apple knows that they can make money from higher priced iPhones. Apple makes very quality, almost luxury phones, and they charge prices that match that. That is why iPhones are so expensive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below your thoughts on this video. Later.